so hot.
So hot.
So hot. I need some water.
Water.
Hydrate.
Caffeinate.
Masturbate. What?
Actually, thinking about that before we actually start
Oh
properly.
god.
Apparently, there's like some workplaces that are now offering a 30-minute masturbation break to their employees.
What?
Yeah, that was like a news headline that I saw, and I was just like, I'm not clicking on that.
I just want to know
I love the
where.
idea. I guess you just go off to the toilets just to.
No, I mean like,
Do-
where in the world
Oh,
that's a thing?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what culture's so sexually frustrated that they need they need to do that?
Yeah, just like take a 30-minute, go do what you need to do.
Just
Yeah.
go wank one out at home before you go to work, like the rest of us. Like, fucking weirdo. Who needs to masturbate during their shift?
At work.
My boss get paid $1, I get paid a dime, so I masturbate on company time.
Exactly.
Thanks for bringing that up. I did
my
already
God.
hit record, but
Yep, that's just gonna be for you.
oh yeah,
to listen
no,
back
I'm
to
keeping
at a
that in,
later
man. That's great.
All right, let's see. I was at university all morning. As I returned to Aqaba, the heat is now becoming unbearable. While I'm at it, I guess I'll check Ad Channel on my phone. I most frequent the Occult Board, the Future Technology Board, and sometimes the Physics Board. I search for threads on the mass disappearance phenomenon, Omakase Kurisu stabbing, but turn up nothing. When I peek at the Occult Board, I find posts in multiple threads from someone claiming to be John Titor. Titor Tatler.
Yeah.
Wait, John Titor's back? John Titor appeared on an American BBS 10 years ago, claiming to be a time traveler. He claimed to have traveled from the year 2036 in order to obtain an old computer, the IBM 5100. His claim started quite a storm among the BBS denizens.
You know, that's not very far from now. But I believe
really
believe everything can turn the ship by then. With everything that's going on.
Yeah, we got 11 years to find out whether this shit's true or not.
Yeah.
Tito also made several accurate, if fragmentary, predictions of future events. The start of the Iraq War, and the spread of Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. To prove he was from the future, he explained the principles behind his time machine and provided pictures of its operation manual. But after about 4 months, he disappeared without ever revealing his identity. Yes, he certainly did get some things right. But on the other hand, he missed several others. Some of his posts contradicted each other too. That's why, to this day, most people doubt his authenticity as a time traveler. So after 10 years of silence, that same John Titor is now on a Japanese BBS? Ridiculous. It's obviously a troll. Troll in the dungeon!
Just thought you ought to know.
Yeah. First of all, John Titor is American. Yet now he's posting on Ad Channel in Japanese. Let's take a look at his posts.
Shall we?
Shall we? I don't expect you to believe that I came from the year 2036. I see that everyone would like to know more about my time machine. Time travel technology was developed by CERN. They completed the first time machine in 2034.
Do they sell time machines? How much do they cost? I've got about 100 million yen saved. Can you send me one?
CERN has a monopoly on time machines. Not even the most powerful nations on Earth can acquire one. Say nothing of private citizens. CERN use their time machine for power. By 2036, the world has become a dystopia. There is no war, no conflict. However, that is a false peace founded on the complete eradication of liberty. Why did you come to this time? Was the Aqaba satellite crash your doing? I came here to change my present. In other words, your future. My mission is to destroy CERN's dystopia and restore freedom to the world. This is a wonderful time you're living in. Everyone is free. But you will lose it all in just 20 short years. You said only CERN has time machines? You have a time machine. That must mean you're working for CERN. Therefore, your goal can't be to destroy CERN's dystopia. You're a fraud. How can CERN take over the world in just 20 years? Look at the Middle East. You've been reading too much manga if you think you can get those guys to stop killing each other. Who asked you to change the future? You're trying to play God? If they're promising world peace, then I, for one, welcome our new CERN overlords.
This is exactly how they would talk to.
Yeah. My time machine is a prototype reverse engineered from stolen CERN technology. Compared to their time machine, its capabilities are quite limited. In 2036, the world is ruled by a single all-powerful governing body. They control every aspect of our lives, deciding what we will eat, where we will live, and whom we will marry.
Oh god.
There is no privacy and no choice. Anyone who dares oppose them is eliminated. There are no trials.
That would be really difficult to implement, like a whole world governing.
On a worldwide
Yeah.
scale, yeah, exactly. Like,
That's complicated.
yeah. In movies and stuff, small changes to the past cause huge changes to the future. You've already changed the present by coming here. What happens if you make unexpected changes to the future? Implying CERN rules the world. Do you even know what CERN is? Lol. OP is a troll. So if we find his dad and kill him, then this time traveler, Lamau, will never be born, and we won't have to listen to this bullshit. I want to know if you can meet your past self. Can you have self-cest? Ah, you're talking about the so-called grandfather paradox. That has been debunked. This world line has a divergence of 0.571024% compared to the world line I came from. Killing my father would alter divergence, creating a world line where my father is dead. However, it will not erase this world line. I would go on existing. CERN is a particle physics research institution. That hasn't changed in 2036. It is possible to meet your past self. The prevailing theory in my time is that nothing would happen. I, however, haven't met my past self. If you're really a time traveler, then fucking prove it. Post time machine pics on GTFO. The many worlds interpretation? Whoa, slow down, bro. Research institution taking over the world? Lol, what? I don't know why. I feel like that last one, like the one that's named, is Kurisu. I don't know why.
I mean, curry
I
is
have a
in the
feeling.
username, so maybe that's why.
Yeah. I do not feel the need to prove that I am what I say I am. I am only posting these messages on a whim. My mission comes first. What are world lines? Can you meet yourself from another world line? What happens if you do? World lines are like an infinite number of rivers flowing in parallel. Along the way, they are constantly branching out into new world lines. This is called divergence. For example, whether or not you post on this message board has practically no effect on this world line's divergence. But if you were murdered, let's say, then divergence would change. However, it would only change about 0.00002%, if that. A single human being's death is not terribly significant on a global
I feel like
scale.
that just depends on the human.
The human being. Yeah. I think that kind of goes along with like what they're about to say, like wars, disasters, acts of terrorism, and other events that cause widespread death and destruction have a much greater effect on divergence. So like for instance, if you knew the person that was going to like start a war, cause a disaster or terrorism,
I just think
if you killed them, then it would have a greater effect.
anyone of influence would have an effect, but like people like the nobodies, maybe not so much.
Yeah. I'm starting to get tired, so let's pick up again tomorrow. It's been fun talking to everybody.
Titor seems so like innocent.
Yeah. Looks like they've already made an archive of these threads. Of course, there have been sites dedicated to John Titor for years now. This post closely resembles what the original Titor wrote 10 years ago. I've read one of the books on Titor. That's how I know. This new John Titor is clearly an imposter. There are many Titor fanatics on @channel. He's not exactly a household name in Japan, but I doubt anyone would fall for this level of trolling.
Surely not I.
Yes, not I, the mad scientist. As I continue to read, however, I find the response the opposite of what I expected. Everyone is accepting this time traveler as if this were his first appearance. Nobody has even mentioned his appearance 10 years ago. Maybe that's because you're in a new timeline right now. You can figure this out if you do a little research, people. There's the original John Titor thread archive in English and plenty of Titor blogs in Japanese. I entered John Titor's name into a search engine. 12 matches. Wait, Only 12? Moreover, all 12 are about the current teacher's postings on Ad Channel. I can't find a single trace of the teacher from 10 years ago. Bizarre. This just can't be. I searched for information on teacher a few years ago. Back then, I got tens of thousands of hits. Is this search engine filtered? I try searching on another site just to make sure, but it gives the same result.
But did you try searching on the dark web?
What is this madness? It feels like I've stumbled onto another plane of reality. I mean, yeah, you're probably right, my guy. If I had to hazard a guess right now.
Yeah, but why would he it's gonna take a while to get to that conclusion because you're gonna tell yourself like, no, that can't be. It's delusional. Blah blah blah.
See, for me, it makes sense.
But it makes sense
It's
that he
like-
wouldn't come to this conclusion yet.
Oh yeah. But looking at the evidence, if I were in his shoes right now, I'd be like, oh, these messages about jumping world timelines. Huh.
I'm sure that's gonna put that in his head. It'll help him come to the conclusion eventually, but it's a little early
Yeah,
for that.
but in this moment, yeah.
It's a lot to
But
take
it's
in.
like I look back to the point where he's on the street and just everything, the cars and the people all disappeared.
Yeah.
I think that's the true moment where it diverged.
Yeah.
You know, it's like he jumped in that moment somehow, in some way, but I guess that will be part of the mystery of how that happened.
I mean, it happened when he did something very specific.
Maybe when he was sending the messages, came split up into 3.
And Daru said that he got them a week ago.
Yeah. Huh. These past 2 days, I've been surrounded by nothing but chaos and confusion. I'll call Daru. Yes, call Daru. He'll know
Okay.
about Titor for sure.
Calling Daru. Oh.
Yeah, call.
Yeah?
Are you aware that John Titor has returned?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Where are you anyway? You coming to the lab?
You're not even at the lab,
I'm at May Queen Yam Squared.
which would make it.
Oh, Makery Nyan Nyan?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Good job.
Makery Nyan Nyan is a maid cafe in Akaba. Daru's a regular there. Apparently, 3D cat maids are his thing too. Same.
Oh shit. Well, I can be a 2D cat, but I can't be a 3D.
Hey, I could be a 2D cat too.
All right, let's go.
Not doing it. Bakery Nyan Nyan is only a 3-minute walk from the lab. It's usually busy in Akaba during summer break, but now it's even busier because of the Radican incident. The area was blocked off yesterday, but it doesn't look like they could keep the main road closed for 2 days. But the Radican building still seems off limits. The entrance shutters are closed shut and sealed with yellow police tape.
謎の人工衛星墜落から一夜明けた秋葉原です。墜落した人工衛星がどこの国のものなのかについては現在も調査中とのことで、警察の発表によりますと爆発などの危険は今のところないということですが。
Dude, it wouldn't just be a Japan problem. The whole world would be freaking out over this.
Yeah,
They'd want to know what
exactly.
country it came from.
Yeah, everyone would be like, whose satellite is this?
Yeah.
Everyone's aiming their phone cameras at the satellite-like object. So many people. I wonder when they'll get rid of that thing. I hope it doesn't explode or something. Foreshadowing? Still, considering its unknown origin, I'm surprised there isn't more security.
Yeah, no shit.
Aside from the scene at Radican, it's the same as any other day. With that thought in mind, I return my gaze to the street. And there, in front of me, stands a woman holding her phone in front of her face. Huh? She took a picture. Phone was clearly pointed at me. I turn around just to make sure that she wasn't pointing at someone behind me, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Maybe she's just taking photos of everyone at the scene, and not just me? But still, I need to have a word with her.
I mean, yeah, taking photos of it
It's
consent.
kind of fucking, especially in Japan, Like, that's a big no-no
Mhm.
to, like, directly. Like, if there's, like, a crowd of people and it's, like, not focused on one person, it's kind of like, whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, specifically at one person, like, no. The organization is after me, so I can't risk that photo getting out. Hey, you with the phone camera. Wait. Please wait. Hey, no pictures. Are you with the organization? I like how her name has changed from like question marks to lady to now voyeur lady.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, that's so funny. Answer my question. Are you with the organization?
Possible organization
Possible
spry?
Organization spy, yeah. You're not?
Probably.
Probably not organization. Amazing. Even so, I can't let you keep that picture. The organization will stop at nothing to find my whereabouts, and they'll kill anyone who gets in their way. Is she even listening?
Maybe she's mute. Like,
Yeah, maybe. Oh, no.
sorry.
Wow. She finally speaks. Just a whisper, but it's something.
If I upset you.
Before you apologize, I need you to delete that photo. Her fingers dance across her phone's keys with impressive speed, exactly the opposite of her annoyingly slow speech pattern.
Kiryu Moika. My name.
I guess she's introducing herself. That's nice, but I just want her to delete that photo.
I have a question for you. May I?
First, the photo.
There's an urban legend in Akihabara. Have you heard of it?
An urban legend? What is she talking about?
The Phantom Retro PC.
Retro PC? She replies with a nod. Or something like a nod.
They say there's one in Akihabara.
A retro PC? You mean like a 98? She shakes her head slightly. Or something like a shake.
No, this.
She turns her phone towards me. The screen shows an oddly shaped computer.
That is a crunchy photo.
Really crunchy. It's hard to tell since the picture's monochrome, but it looks like some kind of PC.
An IBM 5100.
An IBM 5100. That's the computer John Titor tried to get.
You've seen one?
No, I've only heard the name. Coincidence? No. This could be the choice of Steins Gate. Daru probably knows more about it. He's my favorite right arm, a super hacker capable of breaking into MI6's mainframe. The MI6 part is a slight exaggeration. If that ever did happen, Men in Black would break down our door and take us away.
Yeah, so maybe don't tell people that. Okay.
But the super hacker part is true. Speaking of Daru, I'm supposed to meet him at Meikui Nyanyan. I don't have time to stand and chat with some crazy lady I don't know.
Your email, please. Super hacker.
I guess she wants to hear Daru's story. Well, I'm meeting up with Daru, so why don't I just take her along? No. Wait a second. This could be a devious trap. I refuse! I'll never give up Daru! I slip past her and start walking faster. I glance back. She's following me. I pick up the pace, but she's still chasing me. Stop following me! Unperturbed, she shows me her phone again. On the screen is the picture of me that she took.
Oh, blackmail.
You still haven't deleted it.
Tell me and I'll delete it.
You dare blackmail me? Who do you work for?
Work part-time at An editorial company.
One of those companies that writes articles for magazines. At any rate, as long as she has that photo, I have no way of knowing how it might be used.
Just for a spank bait, dude. Like, chill.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe she just thought you were really hot, my guy.
Yeah.
Fuck. I pull up my email address and show it to her.
She really wanted his email just to, like, slide into the DMs.
Yeah, exactly. Looking back and forth from my phone to hers, she enters my info with terrifying speed. Of course. This woman is an Esper. I dub her power Shining Finger. Her magical thumb types cursed emails at 255 characters per minute. Whoever receives one dies.
It makes me wonder, like, if we met this guy, what kind of delusions would he place on us, you know?
Yeah. If you deleted it, then prove it. She silently shows me her screen. The only picture remaining is the one of that computer. That's a relief.
That's sussy in itself. Like, who just... I don't know, who doesn't have any photos on their phone? She was taking lots of sightseeing photos.
Yeah. Huh.
I'll email you later.
With that, Shining Finger wanders off.